Welcome to Frame Fitness. I'm Melissa B, and I'm going to be taking you through a 20-minute arms and core class. Let's get started. So, warming up the body nice and slowly, I'm going to start with one light spring. If you're advanced and you want to pop off that spring, simply pop it off and challenge yourself. So we're going to start in my personal favorite, burpees. I may take off my spring halfway through, but we'll see. So we're going to start feet shoulder width apart. I have 3 squats. These aren't too slow. We want a little interjection of cardio here. I'm going to place my feet together. I'm slowly going to lengthen. Oh, I lied. There's no spring on. All the way out. 4 mountain climbers. This is slow. And then I'm going to slowly draw that carriage all the way in. Now I'm going to pop that spring on for the first minute. Focus on the breath here, nice and slow. We want that nice flat back as we draw that carriage in. Really focusing on a core as we bending our knees in, and then back to our squats. Slowly lengthen it out. Good. And this part's slow, controlled. Bend those knees, contract the abdominals. Nice strong shoulders until we can plant those feet again. Amazing work. We got 10 seconds. Amazing. Bend. And now we're going to hold here. So I like to find that 90-degree angle and contract the abdominals, nice strong shoulder blades, and hold. We got 10 seconds. In 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly bring it all the way in. Okay, final minute. I want you to give me everything you got here. So no slowing down. If you want to take off your spring, take off the spring. So now there's nothing helping me back in but my own body strength. Let's go. Final minutes here. Work at your own pace. Just try and always be mindful of our form. You guys are doing awesome. 30 seconds, and we're going to be down on our knees. Super slow and controlled here. You want to speed up the mountain climber, speed it up. Try and get that knee to hit the elbow. 10 seconds to go. Our final one here. Let's make it our best. And slowly bring it in. Amazing work. If you want to continue on 0 yellow, good for you. I'm going to slowly pop on my light spring. Forearms are going to come down. We're going to go into a few core exercises here, focusing on our forearm, moving very slowly, but ultimately very effectively. So we're just going to saw that carriage all the way out. Towards the back, towards the screen, the head is down. If you have to look up for a moment because you want to see what I'm doing, amazing. And then your head goes right back down. And you're going to focus on that auditory cueing. So our glutes are engaged, protecting our lumbar spine here. I like to cross my ankles. You don't have to. You can keep them. Toe mounts touching. Imperative that we're not arching our back here. So we do not look like this. If you have to look up for a minute, tilting that pelvis. There we go. Nice neutral spine. This is a tiny little movement, but your whole core feels engaged. And at the end of the minute, there's a little shake you feel, as well as the upper body, those lats, shoulders, triceps, they're all feeling it. In 10 seconds, we're getting ready to hold it out. First minute, and I'm already sweating. Getting ready for that hold. In 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, let's go. Find that rhythm. Little tiny pulses. You want to press away. Again, maintain that integrity of the spine. There's no arching here. Hold. Tiny little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, bring it in. Amazing work. Now we're coming up to our hands. We're still staying in that modified plank, meaning knees are down. Hands go on to the carriage. Again, if you have a larger range of motion, shimmy them up towards the edge of the carriage. If you're just starting and your range is limited, totally fine. You're going to start here, whatever's comfortable. Either way, when I start in my modified plank, I want to make sure that I'm stacked. So if my arms are back here, I don't want your hips back there. That's starting position. Beautiful. Send it out for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale and in, and in, and in until we're stacked. Start point, stacked. Let's go. 50 seconds. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And resist, resist, resist. Back at first position. Beautiful. 35 seconds. And in. Exhale. We like to utilize that exhale to oxygenate those muscles. We like to use it at the same time as our exertion, our hard point. Inhale, preparing for that movement. Exhale. Good. Beautiful. In 8 seconds, we're going to hold it out. In 5, in 4, in 3, in 2. Take that giant inhale. Reset the form. Roll the shoulders back. And let's go. Hold it out. This may be your range. This may be your range. Make sure your back is not arching. And hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Let's go. Finish off with little tiny pulses. And pulse. And pulse. And pulse. You got 10. You got 9. You got 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2. Woo! Shake it out. My core is on fuego. We're going to move into a few upper body postural exercises. So we're going to switch up our springs a little. So we have one light spring on now. I'm going to say add on, and again, everybody's different. You have to find what works for you. Obviously, what's good for my upper body may not be good for your upper body. So I'm going to do 2 light springs and a medium, which is a fair amount of weight, but I think I can handle it. If it feels too heavy, I just readjust. Super simple. The button system allows for simplicity. You can change super quickly. If it's too heavy, just press it down, disengage it. Okay, so first postural exercise. I want my knees shoulder width apart. Imperative here, we engage the core. So if I don't engage my core, what's going to happen is as I start to lengthen back, I'm going to fall forward. We don't want that. We want to make sure we're fully engaged. I also like to choke up. Okay. So pressing all the way back. This is an amazing postural exercise. So again, there's no arch in the back. I'm up on my knees. Glutes are engaged. I'm going to roll my shoulders back. Now, giant exhale. I'm going to extend my arms behind me. And then on the way back in, I resist. So this is actually too heavy. I'm going to take off. I'm just going to have 2 light springs, and I think that's going to be better. So press all the way back. Press, press, press. Beautiful. and then slowly resist. Resist, resist, resist. I'm going to stop when my hips are in line with my hands. And then giant exhale. I'm rotating through those shoulder blades. I'm squeezing them together, and then I'm slowly retracting and resisting that tension. Beautiful. So we're here for 1 minute before we pulse. We've already done about 30 seconds, so we have 30 seconds to go. Lengthen all the way back. Try and get a nice solid range of motion here. It's really opening up our chest. Good. And lengthen back. Exhale. Strong core. You're feeling that rotation. The scapula feels amazing, actually. So what we don't want to see is, because that's not controlled. You're using momentum. Here we want to use our strength. And lengthen. Slow and slow. Hold and resist for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. And these tiny little movements burn after you've been doing them for a minute. Nice strong core. Amazing. 20 seconds. We're going into our hold. Beautiful. Open up that chest. Nice strong core. In 5, 4, 3, 2. I have to take a giant inhale here. And then exhale. Press as far back as I can. Now, little tiny pulses are going to come from this position. Back, back, back. It's tiny, but it's awful. 10, 9, 8. You got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, moving right into our tricep exercise. So again, you can choose to choke up or you can use the larger loop. I always like to choke up. So let's find a 45-degree angle here. Imperative that our stomach core is engaged. We don't want to just let it out. So we're still holding this position, and by holding this position, we're engaging our core. Our glutes are engaged, knees shoulder width apart. I'm going to extend all the way back, and then I'm bending in just at the elbow. So I'm resisting, bending in at the elbow, and then lengthening all the way back. Lengthen all the way back. And bend. Resist. Resist. Amazing. Good. If you want to come up a little further, awesome. It's all about your range of motion. You want to make it a little more challenging? You just grip right here. So 23 seconds to go. Chin is off chest, sternum is lengthened. When I say that, chin is off chest and sternum is lengthened here. So I'm not doing this, which when things get hard, sometimes we do that when we're working out. Want to make sure it's nice and open. Triceps are on fire. You got 10 seconds to go. One little pulse coming up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go, guys. Little tiny pulses. Doesn't seem like much, but if you're feeling it, you're doing it right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Woo. Amazing work. So I'm going to sit down on my booty. I may want to adjust my weight here. May want a little extra weight. So we're going to do a variation of a fly here. But if you want to engage the core, you lift up. We are here for 1 minute. So you can be down and just focus on the upper body and the back here, which feels amazing. Slow. 1, 2, 3. My cables are crossed if you didn't see that. So cables are crossed. I'm using the long loops. If you want to recline a little and engage the core, amazing. And then if you can, we're already halfway there. If you want to try lifting up the legs, you just make it full body. Nice strong arms. You're feeling that rotation in the scapula. Try and hold it there for a moment before releasing and release. Resist. 4, 3, 2. Amazing. Beautiful work. Shins are nice and parallel. I'm balancing on my tailbone. Lower quadrant of the abdomen is on fire. We got 10. We got 9, 8, 7. If you're down here, perfect. 6, 5, 4. We have 1 hold. It's going to feel a little icky in 3, 2, hold. Burn. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And slowly release those cables. Amazing work. Okay. Back to isolating that core. Grab a sip of water and let's get ready for our pike to plank. So a very quick sip of water. There are no breaks when I'm teaching. Okay, so I popped off one of my light springs. I'm going to keep one light spring on. Again, advanced, more challenging. Do it without any springs. Takes that workout to the next level. So, I'm pushing out into a high plank. I have one light spring on. I have a pretty great range of motion, so I'm going to choke up to the edge of the carriage. Feet can be shoulder width apart or toe mounds can be touching. I'm going to lengthen all the way out and I'm going to find my plank. Most importantly, hips aren't down. I'm not sinking into the shoulders. This is not a plank. If that's what your plank looks like right now, modify down to the knees and you can do a variation. Otherwise, find that form. Okay, so here, we're going to pike it up. I'm going to walk my hands down a little further. Good. So weight is in the hands. Heels are super high. Toes are barely touching. And then I'm going to find my plank again for 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. This is a 1-minute exercise. I spoke through the first 20 seconds. We got about 40 seconds to go. So slowly lower. Find that plank. We're unhinging at the hips, piking them up towards the ceiling, flexing that lower abdomen. Shoulders are strong and away from the ears, and neck is relaxed. When we find our plank, refine your positioning. Make sure the glutes are engaged. Beautiful. Already halfway there. Let's go. Work hard here. You got 30 seconds. If flexibility is something you don't have, a slight bend in the knee. Still try and pike those hips up. Good. We got 10. We got 9, 8, 7, 6. Another variation. You got 4, 3, 2. Let's hold it all the way up. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And bring it all the way in. We have a final 1.5 minutes left. I want you seated on the platform. You can place your feet underneath. Okay. Arms out. We're going to recline. Stop here. All the way up. Recline. Exhale. All the way up. We're going to go into a variation of a pulse. But first, I want to make sure those legs are staying straight. They're feeling a little shaky. And up. Pulse coming up in 10 seconds. In 9. In 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Arms extended out. Little tiny pulse. 10. Navels to spine here. Lower abdomen. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it back. Rotate. rotate. You got 30 seconds to go. Final 30 seconds. Let's go. And rotate, rotate. Back to those transverse. You got 10. You got 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Woo. That was an amazing 20 minutes, arms and core. I'm Melissa B. Catch me again on the Frame Reformer.